Storm Debbie bringing wet and windy weather across Northern Ireland, northern areas of Wales and northern areas of England with the risk of disruption. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Monday,
on watch this morning.
So we name storms when they're set to cause widespread disruption, but the UK Met Office do it in conjunction with the Irish Met Service and also in the Netherlands as well. So it's actually the Republic of Ireland that named this storm yesterday. They're set to have the worst brunt. They have red warnings in force. We actually have yellow and amber warnings in force. So let me show you the details of what's happening. It's all driven by a very powerful jet stream. Now, the jet stream is this fast-moving ribbon of air high in the atmosphere. It is 200 miles an hour, and the faster it is, the deeper the low pressures can form. So a rapidly deepening area of low pressure, the isobars close together, and this storm, Storm Debbie, is actually the earliest D-named storm we've had. The storm season starts in September. We've only had it for 8 years, naming the storms, but this is the earliest we've had a D. That shows how very wet and windy this season has been, and these are the warning areas. So Northern Ireland, Northern England and northern areas of Wales, the far northeast of Scotland later on, mostly for wind up to 70, maybe 80-mile-an-hour gusts, but it's this amber area that's just been updated for the southeast of Northern Ireland and the northwest of England that could see gusts of maybe 75 to 80 miles an hour. So lots of heavy rain, lots of spray on the roads, and the trees still in full leaf, and that's why we could see this disruption. Here's the details. Morning to you. Storm Debbie is moving across the UK at the moment. It was named yesterday by the Irish Met Service, Met Éireann, because of the impact it is set to cause today. And actually, it's the earliest D-named storm we've had since we started naming our storm back in 2015. And these are the weather warnings in force at the moment across the UK. Rain across the northeast of Scotland, but it is Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, North Wales that are set to see the wettest, windiest conditions today, particularly in these amber warning areas. It's worth pointing out the Republic of Ireland, who issued the warning, they have red warnings in force because of how disruptive the stormy weather is set to be, with a risk to life there. And then we had a band of rain moving in overnight, a very wet and windy start for all of this. This deep spiralling area of low pressure is where the strongest winds will be. And around the back of here, we're looking out for this thing developing called a sting jet. The sting in the tail of the storm, a narrow band, very intense winds that could be up to 100 miles an hour through the Republic of Ireland. That is something they're very concerned about. But lots of leaves and trees in full leaf, lots of branches coming down, the risk of very disruptive conditions on the roads, poor travel conditions because of all the spray. But the rain clears by this afternoon and it's wet and windy across Scotland. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. But it stays very wet and windy all week long. We have a very powerful jet stream, 200 miles an hour, zipping across the Atlantic, bringing successions of weather fronts over the next few days. First of all, we look at our temperatures across the north of the UK, Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland. It's actually sitting around below average, so not far away from where it should be. The temperatures are not the important point. It is the rainfall. So there's band of heavy rain around today. Further showers and wet and windy weather through the rest of the week. Friday, our driest day, before more wet weather through the weekend. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Again, temperature-wise, sitting maybe around about average. But it is the rainfall that is of most concern for most people. Yes, we have the rain this morning, but then it clears, staying pretty wet for tomorrow. Wednesday doesn't look too bad, but more rain through Thursday and on into the weekend.